Is there such thing as car catfishing? Well, for me, I had the opposite experience. I've always thought that the new NSX looks good, but I really haven't looked at it or spent some time with it. So here recently in NSX Post, while people were running around, all of our NSXs were either parked outside or in the parking garage. So I took a second to just kind of walk around and look at all types of NSXs. I looked at new ones, old ones, I looked at modified ones, stock ones, and I got a lot of information, a lot of ideas for the channel. But I finally got to see the NC1 up close and I fell in love with it. I actually fell in love with it because it is so sharp. It is so cool looking and it looks so refined compared to what I've seen online. Now online it looks great, but just the car in person is just a million times better. And I just became crazy about it. The moment I saw it and I immediately told Elise, we have to get one of these. So our whole goal, and I'm gonna let the cat out of the hat, is that we needed to replace something in this bay. Essentially, we got rid of the Supra. Of course, we picked the S800, which is a big project, but I wanted to get something really cool. So originally we were gonna get an LC500 because it's more of a grand touring car, but you know, it's kind of cool, but it's a little dated as far as it doesn't come with a dual clutch transmission, and there's not a lot of modification support for it. It's a cool car, but for the price range, I started looking at something different. And then I wanted to fill my lifelong dream of owning a Ferrari and getting a Ferrari F430. Now, I think the Ferrari F430 is the best bang for the buck, Ferrari-wise. And the reason why is that it looks great. I like how the engine is placed in the mid, in that compartment where you could see it. It's so cool. And the crazy part about it is that it is in a really good price range, but there's kind of a revolution going on right now. There's a company called EAG, which is Echo Alpha Golf. And this company, what they do is they convert the Ferrari F430 F1 transmission, which is an automatic transmission, to the 6-speed. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Ferrari F430s, 6-speed Ferrari F430s are super rare. As a matter of fact, they're so rare that they're over 200 grand if you want to pick one up. But the Ferrari F430 F1 is actually pretty affordable. It's in the 120 range in comparison to a lot of cars in this category. It's affordable. But essentially, I wanted one with the EAG transmission, and there was one that sold on eBay for a great price. So you're essentially getting a Ferrari F430, which is a great car, great engine. And one of the biggest flaws about it was the F1 transmission. And when you put a 6-speed conversion with all Ferrari OEM parts by EAG or somebody else, you're essentially getting the best of all the worlds combined. So that's what I wanted for a long time, but when I stacked it against the NSX, it was an easy decision. First off, the Ferrari F430 has an F1 automatic transmission, and the the Acura NSX has a dual clutch transmission. If you really look at them side by side, the Ferrari F430 definitely looks more dated. Not only that, working at a Ferrari dealership and actually, you know, learning and dealing with Ferrari F430s, I could tell you right away that there's a lot of things, all the way from small stuff to sticky buttons, all the way to bigger stuff like failed F1 transmission motors or actuators or pumps or whatever you want to call it. And essentially, you know, the car itself is running into kind of to be an older range. So the leather might be a little bit older. The wheels had an issue with the tire profile. You know, there's some suspension components that you have to replace in a Ferrari F430, and there's a lot more other stuff. But when I compared it to the Acura NSX, the Acura NSX actually looks more of a supercar compared to the exotic look of Ferrari F430. Not only that, it seems to have better technology, and it just seems to just be a more refined car in general. So we are really excited. We want an orange one, an orange Acura NSX, but those are expensive. I don't know why. So we're thinking about going with that really nice red, which I think it's called, I forgot the name of it, but it's like a pearl red. It's beautiful. The crazy thing is already just looking at Acura NSXs, they're between 130 and 180 depending on colors, years, of course the newer ones. But what's crazy is that all the lower cost ones are all white, which is crazy. I mean, I don't mind saving some money because I could go to a place and have it wrapped, but it would be cool to get an orange one or that really nice red one, Valencia red, I believe. But anyways, guys, it's gonna happen. I finally have made my choice what car to get. So it's exciting. So it's going to happen in spring of next year. And the reason why is we live in Colorado. And I kind of like it because we have a lot of seasons. And when winter comes, at least tonight, we shut down. We don't go out, we don't travel, we just stay home. I take on some really cool projects that are a big challenge to me. Like last year, I did I changed out the seat covers or the whole entire seats on the Acura NSX. I put a Bluetooth radio conversion in the Acura NSX. I did really big projects, and I was actually starting to learn very intense level, real deep into LEDs and circuitries and circuit boards. I got all this stuff because I was trying to kind of learn how to make LED boards for gauge clusters and stuff like that. And essentially, I don't want to do it as a business, but I want to learn how to do it proficiently, and I want to make that available for everyone else, so you don't have to spend like 800 bucks converting your gauge cluster when you could actually do it for a lot cheaper. I'm about 60% of the research done on that, but I really like making videos that just teach people how to do stuff that people charge a lot. It's a lot of fun. But anyways, yeah, I'm really excited about doing that. And the Acura NSX is going to be really dope. So when we get it around springtime, hopefully we get either that Valencia red or orange. It's going to be really neat. We're going to make a lot of videos about it, mostly technical videos. I really want to dive deep into it. And I think it's a perfect car for me to segue into the EV world because it's a hybrid. And I know that's the future, so I should just, stay ahead of that as far as the tech goes. But I'm really excited. So you guys stay tuned, and yeah, it's gonna happen. Like I said the GT4 is gonna happen. It happened. I said I was gonna sell a Supra. That happened. And in between that time, I've bid in a lot of cars. It didn't work out because I like to do my due diligence. But when it comes to the Acura NSX, I'm pretty solid on that decision to buy it. All right, guys, you stay tuned, take care, and let me know what you think. All right, bye.